Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening if you're watching this video later. Welcome to your practice today. Today we're going to do a yin practice. So you'll definitely want to make sure that you have some props on hand. Some of those props that'll come in handy are some blocks or anything hard that you have at home. And a blanket. A blanket is going to be very useful. We'll be rolling this up and using this for later. So we're actually going to start practice today by sitting up in a chair. So you can use a chair that you have handy. Maybe it's a coffee table, a couch, a piece of furniture. And I'm going to place a blanket on my chair because it's metal and it's cold. I want a little cushion for myself. And of course, if you do prefer to sit on the floor, then take that time and sit on the floor. And as you're getting yourself settled into your space, and just start to check in with your body, check in with your breath, and let yourself hear and feel the vibration of the Shruti. Hello and welcome again to your practice today. My name is Irene and this is going to be a yin practice for our heart center. So working with our heart center because we are changing season and it is just something to take care of. Within our heart center, also thinking about our lungs, our ability to breathe clearly, our ability to breathe smoothly and fully and deeply. so that our body can use everything that it needs from that breath. So settling in your seat, sitting in the chair, sitting in a way that your feet are flat on the floor, not leaning back in the chair, but sitting up nice and tall. Allowing the hands to rest on the legs, elbows hanging heavy at the side. If it feels good to close down the eyes, then do that. Maybe having a gentle internal gaze up towards the third eye center. If it feels good to keep the eyes open, then gaze down the tip of the nose, looking through the eyelashes. Becoming aware of your physical body. And feeling all the places where your body is making contact with the support beneath you. Feeling the soles of your feet on the floor. Feeling the back of the thighs and hips on the chair. Feeling your hands resting down on the legs. Become aware of all the support beneath you. And then travel deeper beyond the floor, the foundation of the building you're in, and get a sense of the whole planet Earth. Broadening our awareness that our foundation, our place of grounding, is as large as the Earth itself. No matter where we walk on this earth, we can always be connected. Get a sense of, on this earth, you sitting here with your feet connected and others with their feet connected in a conscious way. Through the energy of the earth beneath us, we can begin to realize that our root system is as expansive as the planet itself. And with just the turning of our mind and the focusing of our mind, we can connect to people through our feet, through our roots, throughout the whole world. And while roots do grow down, they have a downward moving energy, they also have an upward moving energy. Begin to tap into that. The upward moving energy of your own root system, drawing in this nourishing, grounding energy from the earth. And don't worry, we can't take any of this and not leave enough for others. There's an abundant source of this grounding energy beneath us. Begin to drink that in through your feet. Drink that energy up through your legs, through your pelvis. Drink that energy up through the waist, the belly and low back, the rib cage, through the heart center. Let it move all the way up through the neck, through the brain, and out the skull. A current moving through our entire body from earth to sky. Shifting our focus now. Become aware of the space above you. Just above the crown of the head. Get a sense of the space of the room that you're in. And then let your awareness break beyond the ceiling and the roof of the building that you're in, becoming aware of the open sky above you, the endless open sky and atmosphere above you. Let your mind expand out to the very edges of the atmosphere surrounding this whole planet Earth. We don't only just lift ourselves up and out into that space, but we also receive from that space. So begin to connect into the energy that is coming in through the crown of your head from this vast space and atmosphere around us. And draw that energy in through the crown of your head, feeling it move down through the skull, the brain, the neck and throat. Feeling it move down through the rib cage, heart center. Moving down through belly and low back, down through the hips. Receiving this energy, and it continues to travel down our legs and down our feet. Stay with that movement of energy for a moment. The energy from the sky and atmosphere above us funneling into the crown of our head. Feel yourself receiving energy from above and feel how that energy moves down the whole body. Now placing both of our palms right over the heart center. Become aware of your heart center. Become aware of your heart itself. Begin to tune into the beating of your own heart. Begin to tune into your breath. Allow the breath to move in and out of the rib cage, in and out of the heart center. This is the place where those two currents of energy meet, where we can contain them. We can retain what we receive from these currents that flow up from the earth below us and down from the sky above us, swirling and converging in our heart center. Feel your heart center. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs up. Open mouth, exhale. Bringing palms together in Anjali Mudra, a hand position that helps guide us back into our own center, back into our own heart. Lift the heart to meet the thumbs and bow your head down to the heart. Take this moment to acknowledge our collective intention for this practice today. To get in touch with our heart center, our heart itself, our lungs, the place of breath. And whatever that means, whatever experience we have with our heart center, may we stay open. May we stay soft. And may we integrate any information we receive from our own body. Now holding in our heart center and our mind's eye all the yogis and sages who heard these teachings, who carried these teachings, and who offered these teachings. So that throughout thousands of years, we can sit here right now and practice. A practice that brings us back to our own center. A practice that allows us to find our own belonging within the world. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs up. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale again, fill your lungs up, and this time reach your arms up overhead. You can gently blink your eyes open. Open the arms up as wide as your shoulders and neck need. Big inhale. Hold the breath in for a moment and exhale. Keep those arms up. Another big inhale. Fill yourself up. Hold the breath in for a moment. Then sip in a little more breath. Exhale, release. Allow the arms to float down by the sides. Let's take a few moments and slowly bring some rolling motion into the shoulders. You can roll forward. You can roll back. We'll do both directions. Just go really slow and tune into what's going on in that shoulder joint, where the upper arm bone meets the rib cage, meets the collarbones, and meets the shoulder blades. Let's take one more circle in whichever direction you're working in now. And then pause with the shoulders at the back, gently opening the front of the rib cage, engaging shoulder blades towards the spine. And then we'll begin to reverse the rolling of our shoulders. Again, nice and slow. These rolls can be as tiny, like so tiny that someone outside of you might not even be able to detect any movement, right? The circling might be happening more in your mind and your awareness and tension. And maybe you've got some really big rolls in your shoulders because that feels good. That feels opening and supportive in this moment. Let your arms be as non-involved as possible. I find that the arms and the hands are one of those body parts that have a really hard time letting go of their work. Take one more circle. And again, draw shoulder blades gently back towards the spine, maybe with only 5% of your effort this time, and really let your arms go. Can we give all of the arm from the top of the shoulder dripping down to the fingertips? Can we give our arms to gravity? The engagement is happening, a gentle engagement in our low belly, a gentle engagement in our upper back. Let go of your arms, hands, and fingers completely. Take a deep breath in and let it go. We're gonna bring ourselves into eagle arms right now. So still sitting in our chair, we'll take it out to the side and cross the left arm on top of the right. The first place you can go is bringing the hands onto the shoulders and drawing the shoulder blades forward. This is about physically opening up the upper back area, and you can draw the elbows down, and this might be right for your shoulders. You might start to wrap the forearms, engaging down by the elbows, moving the back of the palms together, maybe twisting in the forearms and bringing arms and fingers to touch. Find the hold that is right for you in your shoulders in this moment. Allow shoulders to soften down, shoulder blades to soften down. It might feel nice for you to put a little bend in the neck. You can even let the forehead rest on the hands, tilt the chin down. Maybe it feels better for you to hold your head up at neutral. And breathe. Just a gentle breath. Nothing forceful. Breathe deep enough to know that you're breathing. Breathe deep enough so that your mind can continue to track the movement of the breath. Soften through the jaw, dull the muscles of the face, and we'll come to our mantra, so hum. So throughout our yin practice, with each breath, we'll be reciting in our minds, so hum. You can also chant in English, I am. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. So hum. With each breath. And we'll take our final 3 breaths here. Deepen these breaths, strengthen them a bit. And let the last breath be a cleansing one. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly unravel the arms. And again, let the arms simply hang down by the sides. Gentle effort in the low belly. Gentle effort in the upper back to lift the rib cage, hold our spine tall. Put no effort in the arms or hands. Give the arms over to gravity completely. Let any effort that's still trying to work in the arms and hands, let it start to evaporate. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. We'll take our arms out to the side again, stretch them nice and long, stretch through the palms. And now we'll cross our right arm on top of the left. And let this side be whatever this side needs to be. So maybe this is the side where bringing hands to shoulders and drawing the elbows down to the front of the body is the right arm. We're working maybe to bring our elbows together, working to bring the back of the palms together, and maybe finding that rotation in our forearms for palm to palm. Again, the neck options, we can keep our neck lifted, lifting out the crown of the head at neutral. It might feel nice in your body to let the forehead come to rest to the hands. There's a little tilt, little extra dynamic stretch happening for the back of the body. Choose the option that's right for you. And come back to the breath. And let the breath be big enough, just enough so that you can track it with the mind. And with each breath, allowing the mind to sing the mantra, so hum, I am. Allowing the vibration of this mantra to infuse our entire body. Notice the sensations you feel. Let those sensations inform you Right? Those sensations will inform you on where exactly to have your arms, just how much effort to put in. Are you putting in too much effort? Are you not putting in enough effort and there's a bit of a collapse in the body? And then allow those sensations to be present. We're not trying to change them. We're not trying to shift them. If we simply track our breath with the mantra, so hum, the sensations will do exactly what they need to do. And taking our final 3 breaths here, deepening these breaths, strengthening them. And that final breath, a cleansing one, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly unravel the arms, allowing them again to hang heavy with gravity at your side. Little bit of effort in the low belly, little bit of effort in the upper back to sit up tall. And any effort that is trying to continue to work and show up in the arms and hands, feel it evaporating. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And we're going to shift down to the floor now. So moving our chair out of the way. I'm going to come into a toe stretch. So this can be a pretty wild one. Be gentle with yourself and notice the sensations. You might have to flatten the feet. You might stay up so the toes are simply tucked behind us. You might be able to add a little weight to the feet by sitting back on the heels. Reach the arms up overhead. And then we're going to bend the elbows and crisscross the arms, palms to touch just below the neck. Lift the elbows up towards the sky. You can even lean your head back a little bit. Instead of the head trying to fight with the arms, let the head rest back towards the wrists. Lift your gaze up towards the sky, not straining the eyes. Feeling sensation. Tracking your breath. So hum. Take your final 3 breaths here. Finishing with a cleansing breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let the arms rest down again by the sides. Give the arms completely to gravity. All the effort that wants to continue in the arms and hands simply evaporating out. Take a deep breath in and let it go. We're going to come off of our toes now, lean forward a bit, and just take a moment to tap the tops of the feet on the floor. So for our next posture, we're going to do a variation of a child's pose. For the child's pose for the lower body, if you have a hard floor underneath you, you might want to place a blanket underneath the shins. You might like to have a little roll underneath the ankles. You might even like to take some blanket or a pillow and tuck it behind the back of the calf muscle and the back of the hamstring. That can really give your ankles and knees some extra space. Going to open the knees up wider than the hips and Blocks. So this is where blocks are going to come in handy. If you also have a bolster or a long pillow in front of you, that will work as well. There's a few different variations we can do with this. And of course, your shoulders and the sensations that you feel in your shoulders are going to be the indicator for you to what the right shape is in this moment. So the first option is just going to take my hands on those blocks. I'm going to walk those blocks forward and let my upper body soften down, forehead resting on the floor. And if the forehead doesn't make it to the floor comfortably, or you have to bend your neck, then grab another prop and place it under there to support. You can also take your hands a little wider than the shoulders. Give them the space that they need. The other option is to take this posture a little deeper. And that's, I'm bringing my blocks closer to me, and I'm going to bring my elbows and the back of the elbow right at the tricep onto the block. And then bring palms together, lower the front of the torso down, lower my forehead down, and let the hands come back towards the neck. So choose the option that's right for your shoulders in this moment. Settling in. Noticing sensation. Not to judge the sensation, not to tell a story about it, not to categorize it, just to feel it, just to experience it. Yin yoga, holding these postures, really gives us an opportunity to give control back over to our own body and to our own system. We have an innate sense of healing, but so often we have ideas, and that gets in the way. So let those ideas go. Feel sensation. Track your breath. So hum. I am. And taking our final 3 breaths. Deepen these breaths. Strengthen them. And then finish with the cleansing breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Draw navel center up towards spine, and then begin to release your pose. Walk the hands towards you. Come to sit up. If the legs and joints need a little more space, then come to stand on the knees. Allow your arms to hang heavy with gravity by your side. All the effort evaporating away. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Our next yin posture is going to be Sphinx pose. So for this one, I personally like to use a little lift under the front of my hips. If you experience tightness in the low back, this might be an option that you'd like to try. Oftentimes in yin, we need a little extra support for some of the postures, and that's okay. We want to be able to support ourselves. So I have a little blanket right underneath my pelvis. I'm going to bring the front of my hips down onto the blanket. I'm going to flatten out my feet. And I'm bringing my elbows right underneath my shoulders. Now they can shift forward a little bit, but you don't want them further back or wider or more narrow than the shoulders. Arms are parallel to each other, palms resting down on the floor. Now, relax your legs and your pelvis as much as what's comfortable. If you relax and all of a sudden you feel sensation that is maybe just crossing a line in the low back or hip somewhere, give just a little engagement. Even just 1% of engagement in our navel center might offer us the support that we need. Gaze down the tip of the nose. Take a moment to notice the sensation in your body, how your body starts to respond to this shape. And then you respond to that with the breath. The mind is so quick to go into a story, a judgment, a label. See if we can soften that urge, that default mode in our mind, and instead focus the mind to the breath. Watch the breath as it moves in and out of your body, and let the mind sing in tune with the breath. So hum, I am. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Feeling sensation. Tracking the breath. So hum. And taking our final 3 breaths, deepening these breaths, strengthening them. And our final breath, a cleansing one. In through the nose, out through the mouth. After that cleansing breath, draw the navel center to the spine. Engage the navel center first. And then bring one hand underneath the chest and lift with the hips back. Stretch yourself into a child's pose. Tailbone towards the heels. And then lift up into a tabletop position and take a few moments here and move your body organically. That means that you are simply moving with guidance from your body, not guidance from something outside of you, not guidance from me, but guidance from you. You can't get anything wrong here. And just let yourself explore your whole body from tabletop position. So we're going to now come to lie down on our back. We'll hold the last few yin postures a little bit longer because they're what I like to call a gravity yin pose, meaning that we can get ourselves into a position and really give our physical body over to gravity, allow gravity to soften us. Before we lay down, I just want to prep the blanket. So your blanket or a small pillow, I'm actually going to keep mine in this long rectangle shape. This is going to be for a supported fish in a little bit. Another option is to have a blanket and roll it. All right. So just get that set up so we don't have to really get up too much. And let that rest by the side. Come to lay down on your back. Nice and long on our mats. we're coming into banana pose. We're going to pick up our right foot and bring it to the edge of our mat. Pick up the left foot and cross it on top of that. And then we'll start to shimmy our shoulders over to the right side of the mat, being mindful not to lift the left hip and shoulder up off the floor. We don't want to start rolling. Keep that down, so you might have to shift a little bit. Arm position. Few different options here. Start by taking your arms out to a T, and then slowly bringing those arms up overhead. You can hold the hands together, and if one of the elbows, especially this right elbow, if it's popping up off the floor, then tuck your blanket underneath it. Tuck a little pillow underneath it so that the joint feels secure as it starts to soften instead of hanging out in space. When that happens, our joints tend to grip. Become aware of all the sensations you feel in your body. Allow those sensations to be there. And if one of those sensations seems to be telling you something, to adjust something, then listen to it. Allow your own body to be your ultimate guide. As you feel the sensations in your body, respond to them with your breath. And with each breath, we tune our system. We tune our system back to balance. So hum. I am. With this mantra, your mind helps to tune your entire system, physical, mental, emotional, energetic, back into balance. Feeling sensation, responding with breath. So hum. I am. And with each breath, can we more of the effort than our own body? Our soft tissue softening. Imagine gravity as being a deep, deep tissue massage in the most gentlest way. Feeling sensation, responding with breath. So hum. And taking our final 3 breaths. Finishing with a cleansing breath. Gently engage navel center to spine And then slowly start to bring yourself back to the center of your mat. Bringing the shoulders back, bringing the legs back. We'll slide our left heel now to the left side of our mat and cross the right ankle on top of that. Start to shimmy your shoulders over to the left, being mindful again that the right side of the hip and shoulders stay down. So make those little movements and adjustments so that happens. And then starting to bring our arms out to a T. And allowing those arms to slowly walk up to a place that feels right for your shoulders in this moment. And then add some support. Add some pillows, some blanket underneath either of the elbows, if it feels like that would be helpful for you. If that allows you to have gravity do more of the effort and work than you, then offer yourself that support. And now that we're here, noticing the sensations, not in comparison to the other side, just noticing them for what they are here. The mind is so quick to take us out of our felt sense, out of our embodiment, and into a story. Let the mind track each breath that moves through the body. Using the mantra, so hum, I am, to maintain mental focus. With each breath, allow gravity to do a little more of the work. Imagine gravity as being the most gentle, deep tissue massage. It just goes right into the deepest layers of you. And it can support you. You don't have to grip. You don't have to hold. You just have to allow. So hum with each breath. I am. Allow gravity to move through your bones. And as gravity is softening you down to the earth, earth is rising up to meet you. Taking our final 3 breaths here. Finishing with a cleansing breath. Gently engage navel center first, and then begin to slowly move out of this shape and back to the center of your mat. Take a moment in the center of your mat and just rest. Draw navel center to spine, and then slowly bring the feet onto the floor. Rock through the knees a little bit. And then rock yourself all the way over to one side. We're going to lift ourselves up just enough so we can grab our supported fish prop. So your blanket, your pillow, that's either folded in a long rectangle or rolled up. Our shoulder blades are going to come to rest on that. So coming down, find that first. Find your shoulder blades on the blanket first. And then pick your hips up and scrub your body towards the head. Let the head come down. Let the hips come down. And the arms, we slide it forward enough so that the shoulders start to roll off the other edge of the blanket, and our arms can be above the blanket. Now for low back sake, you can bring the knees together. Feet come a little wider than the hips for this. You can extend the legs straight out onto the floor. You can even come into Supta Baddha Konasana. If you want that extra opening for the legs to mirror the upper body. Choose the option that works best for you. And then come to rest. Inviting gravity into your experience here. And noticing the sensations in your body just because you've taken this shape. And then noticing that shift of effort from you to gravity. Notice the sensation of that. Allowing all these sensations to be present. Allowing the stories to go. And turning our mind to the breath. Turning the mind to our mantra. Soham. I am. Feeling sensation. Allowing gravity in. Soham with each breath. Each breath, each repetition of the mantra, helping to bring us back to balance within our own system. Allow gravity into your bones. Earth is rising up to meet you. So hum. And taking our final 3 breaths here. Gently deepening and strengthening the breath. Finishing with the cleansing breath. After that cleansing breath, gently draw navel center to spine. Bring the feet back on the floor if they're not there already. And then we're going to roll over to one side. Gently lifting up just enough so we can slide our prop out. Rolling onto your back once again for Shavasana. So that roll might be nice to place underneath your knees. You might like a little blanket or pillow underneath your head. Whatever adjustments you end up making with clothing or props for Shavasana, let each one of those movements be a part of the practice. Staying soft in the body, use only the effort you need to make your way into a comfortable corpse pose. Shavasana. Posture where we let it all go. No effort in our physical body. No effort with the breath. Not even effort with the mind. Let the mantra go. Let your whole self go. Let all the doing and effort evaporate from your body. Inviting gravity into your bones. Sinking you down to the earth. As the earth is rising up to meet you. Continue to rest in stillness. Continue to let go. While you rest here, you will hear the sound of tuning forks. Allow the vibration to move through you however it needs to. Becoming aware of your physical body. Becoming aware of the breath. Begin to deepen the breath. And as you do, remember the intention for this practice today. To make relationship to your own heart center, your heart itself, your lungs, and the beautiful gift they give us of being alive. Let the breath stretch out into the fingertips and toes. Gently begin to wiggle. Slowly begin to rotate ankles and wrists. Coming to move and stretch, however it feels good in this moment of slowly waking up from corpse pose. Your movements will eventually bring you onto one side. Come to rest in the fetal position. Use either your bottom arm or a prop as a pillow. Rest on your side and take a deep breath. Now allowing our head to be the very last part that lifts, use that top hand and press it into the floor and slowly peel yourself up. Come to find a nice tall seat. Maybe you come back into your chair. Maybe you remain on the floor sitting up on a cushion. Find a place that is comfortable in this moment for you to sit with a tall spine and an open heart center. We're going to practice an alternate nostril inhale. So the only part of this pranayama practice that's going to change is going to be the inhale. The exhale will happen through both nostrils. As we do our inhale, we'll take the inhale in through one nostril and we'll bring it up to our third eye center, our wisdom center. And then with the exhale, we'll let the energy of the exhale wash over our entire body. So taking your right hand, I'm not going to be mirroring you for this. Take your right hand. You can take traditional Vishnu Mudra, which is pointer and middle fingers bowed down. If that's a little hard on the hand and the wrist, take those two fingers and bring them to the third eye center. Our thumb is going to come to the right nostril. Our ring finger is on the left nostril, just below the nasal bone, pinching the bridge of the nose, and then slide down until you just slide right off of the nasal bones. The left hand can rest here. It can come into a mudra. It can even tuck underneath the right armpit, and that can be nice and supportive for the right shoulder. Take an inhale through both nostrils. Exhale out through both nostrils. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale left. Bring that inhale up to third eye center. Release both nostrils and exhale. Let the exhale wash over your whole body. Close the left nostril off with the ring finger. Inhale. Draw the inhale up to third eye center. Release the nostril and exhale. Closing right nostril. Inhale to third eye center. Release the nostrils. Exhaling. That exhale washes over the whole body. Closing off left nostril. Inhale. Release the nostrils. Exhale. Closing right nostril. Inhale to third eye center. Release nostrils. Exhale washes over the whole body. Close left nostril. Inhale to third eye center. Release the nostrils. Exhale washes over the whole body. And continue this. Inhaling through opposite nostril, alternating nostrils. Exhale washes down the whole body. Each inhale, bringing the energy of that inhale up to third eye center. Each exhale, washing down the whole body. One more inhale through the left nostril. One more inhale through the right nostril. And then we'll come to completion. When you are complete, release the hands down. Allow the arms to rest with gravity. Allow the legs to rest with gravity. Allow the jaw and the muscles of the face to rest with gravity. Sit up tall through your spine. Awareness of heart center. Awareness of your heart itself and the lungs. Awareness of everything contained in your rib cage. Take a deep breath in, fill yourself up. Open mouth, exhale. Slowly drawing palms together, Anjali Mudra. Lifting heart to meet the thumbs, bowing your head down to the heart. take this moment and send yourself love and gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up for your practice, for your body, for your mind, for your energy. And then send love and gratitude out into the world to all who are practicing living consciously right now in this moment. We all participate in a greater co-creation of this balanced, peaceful energy. Sending love and gratitude out even further to the yogis and the sages who once were, who are now, and who will be, continuing to hear, listen for these teachings, carry these teachings, and offer these teachings. May the sacred South Asian practice help guide you back to your own roots, your own ancestors, and your place of belonging in this world. For you, take everything from this class that serves you, leave behind anything that does not, and may the work that we started today continue on for your highest good and healing. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today in this practice. Enjoy the rest of your day. And of course, if you ever have any questions, I'm available. You can find me through my website, IreneDoherty.com. I'm happy to answer any questions, give you any support in the name of yoga and polarity therapy that might help you navigate your life better in a more easeful way. And if you find value in this, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and donate. If you can donate to me, I'll never take advertisements on this channel. It is all supported by you. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Bye.